God sends you signs on the path that you're supposed to go. And he also sends divine intervention. So it's something to keep in mind. God is always going to send you the signs on what your life purpose is and what the path you're supposed to go. And he's always going to give you signs of divine intervention. So it's something to keep in mind. When I was on the wrong path in my life, I had my parents telling me to change. I had my brother telling me to change. I had my sister telling me to change. I had people that had no relation to my family telling people to change. When one person tells you something in your life, you can brush it off. You can say, all right, that's that guy's opinion, right? When you got 5 people in your life, 10 people in your life telling you the same thing that have no relation to each other, right? That's a message from God. That is a message that God wants you to hear, right? Because when God wants you to hear something, sometimes he'll tell you directly. Sometimes he'll plant that message into someone close to you, and he will send someone to speak to you about that particular thing. Sometimes I feel the need to approach someone and speak to them about a particular thing in their life. And after I speak to them about it, the person will tell me, I actually had someone else speak to me about this recently. And that's how you know it's God speak. It's not me speak. It's God speak. And God sends messages to people that they need to hear all the time. Whether they're on the right path, God will tell them to keep going. When they're not on the right path, God will tell them to change. Right? I've had that happen to me. And when you're on the right path, things will start to feel right to you in your gut, in your instinct. You start to feel more optimistic. You'll start to grow spiritually, right? It's something to keep in mind, right? God sends you signs on the path you're supposed to go. And when you're not on the path you're supposed to be, God will always give you divine intervention, right? Because God has a life purpose and life plan for everyone. No matter how big or how small, God has a life purpose and plan for everyone. And everyone has a purpose to fulfill in the world, right? And there is a life after this one where God has another life purpose and plan for you to go. So it's something to keep in mind. Keep your eye out for signs and keep your ears out for God, because he'll always going to send you something that you need to hear in one way or another. Don't expect it in one particular way. It'll always reach you in different ways. That's how he works.